A exhibition now later on down the line.
Oh, why not? Why not? If he's willing to have a rematch with me, then
An exhibition.
I'm okay with that.
An exhibition.
Taking a loss. That's what he brags about, you know. Such and such people have tried. So many of them have tried. All of them has failed.
Being smart and being specific for what we do. So, and that's what we do. With our audiences, we just cater towards that.
In response to Floyd Mayweather's request for a rematch, Manny Pacquiao states that he is amenable to an exhibition bout that may result in a decision. Pacquiao: it's obvious that he's prepared if Mayweather is serious about it. But this fight needs to be more than just a show. There needs to be actual stakes and a certain winner.
Willing to have a rematch with me, then
An exhibition.
I'm okay with that.
An exhibition. How does it go now this time around? Obviously, it's been quite a few years since you guys got in the ring.
It's okay. An exhibition with a decision.
With a decision, not just exhibition.
Yeah.
So for how long do you think?
Exhibition with a
The 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao's comeback to the ring has caused his team to make audacious claims. According to his coach, Pacquiao has moved past Floyd Mayweather's legend. The coach stresses that what Manny is accomplishing now is not just uncommon, but unrivaled, even if George Foreman made a comeback to win a heavyweight belt in his 40s. But he did not have the same success in 8 different weight divisions as Pacquiao. He differs from Mayweather's exhibition-focused career by returning at this age to fight for a real-world title rather than for money or celebrity.
And being specific for what we do. So, and that's what we do. With our audiences, we just cater towards that fighter. That's mainly with Manny. Someone like Pacquiao, say he doesn't overtrain.
When you're talking about overtraining, like, do you mean
Like doing too much? Like
no, I mean that. What I was gonna say was like take a day off. Like,
No,
not
well,
go
he'll
as
take
long.
day off to listen to his body. So one day, day you wake up, it'll be a few days coming up where you just wake up, I'm just fucking sore. I'm just tired. It's time to listen to your body. Take a day off, and you'll recover and you'll be better. If you push through it, you'll overtrain. Take you one training session to overtrain, then you're fucked. It'll mess you up for a couple of weeks.
Mayweather's impeccable 50-0 record has served as the foundation for his brand. More than just a number, the 0 at the end of his resume represents his pride and prestige. Many think that his concern with maintaining his flawless record is the reason he avoids fighting Pacquiao again. A rematch could jeopardize that record, especially given that Manny is more skilled now than many anticipated. What Floyd values most is evident in his refusal to return to the ring with him.
A lot of people want to know, well, Manny Pacquiao going to fight Floyd after that. Floyd is not going to fight Manny Pacquiao, especially if Manny Pacquiao look like he can do something. If Manny Pacquiao look like he got them hands, he still got it. Floyd is not going to risk taking a loss. That's what he brags about, you know. Such and such people have tried. So many of them have tried. All of them has failed. Floyd care about that O more than anything, you know? Well, the money and the O, they go together for him.
When Pacquiao requested a rematch and Mayweather refused to offer it to him at the time, Mayweather had accused Pacquiao of leveraging his name to remain relevant. Floyd asserted that Pacquiao frequently raises the prospect of a rematch in order to stay in the spotlight. History contradicts Pacquiao's camp's belief that the Filipino legend has the means to defeat him. He believes that the first fight settled the argument and that all of this discussion of a second fight is just a ploy to get attention again.
Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have. Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million.
Who did?
I mean, I don't like to throw certain individuals under the bus because we don't do that. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place. Remember, I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao when he got upset a few times when he said, "Oh, Floyd, you using my name, He got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy?
Despite winning their first fight, Mayweather has recognized Pacquiao's strength in the ring. He has stated that the result of their bout was influenced by Manny's lack of form. Floyd contends that there is no reason to attempt again if Pacquiao was unable to defeat him at the time. His remarks imply that he is reluctant to take a chance, particularly if doing so would put his legacy in jeopardy over a conclusion he believes has already been reached.
Pacquiao obviously got power also.
Right.
You know, I've been in there with him.
Did you feel his power?
He's solid. He's solid.
Okay.
He's solid. Ain't nothing I ain't never felt before, but he's solid.
Right.
And he felt me too. That's why he wasn't quick to run in there.
Right.
So it's obvious we both felt we felt each other. At the end of the day, you know, it finally happened. He got cooked. Right. Now they begging for a rematch. My thing is this: if you get it done right the first time, you got to do it.
Jeff, a seasoned boxing trainer, and Floyd's uncle are adamant that a rematch is unnecessary. He rejects Pacquiao's allegations of a shoulder injury and maintains that the first fight was fair. Jeff thinks the fight went well and should be taken as the last word because Manny didn't appear to be in any discomfort during the fight. He also wonders if the surgical tail was used as an excuse for the defeat.
All right, well, even if you think he did win the fight, Manny was obviously severely injured. He had a hurt shoulder in that fight. So do you think Floyd would want the rematch knowing that he had a very close victory over a guy that was fighting basically one-armed?
You know, basically, a guy with one arm was throwing punches for 12 rounds, throwing very hard punches for 12 rounds. If you got a torn rotator cuff, you ain't gonna throw no punches at all. So that's bullshit.
So you question Manny on that one?
I question Manny on that one. I mean, the thing is this: the reality is this: is that then after the fight, you never went and got surgery to get it repaired. You basically said that, oh, God healed you. Can't say that. I ain't going against what you're saying about that, but what I'm saying is this: is that if you had something torn, it has to be fixed.
Many boxing fans and commentators gave Pacquiao credit for his enthusiasm and competitiveness during the bout, even though Mayweather dominated their first meeting. Floyd's aura may not be enough to stop the growing idea that Pacquiao, even in his 40s, has what it takes to defeat him in a fair rematch, according to some, who think the rematch could go in Manny's advantage, now that Floyd has stopped competing. Seriously.
Damn, how was it?
That was amazing, man. Really good, bro. Shout out to the machete hooking it up.
Bro, I gotta ask you. So you're the expert. You're the expert. You're the champ. I gotta ask you, Floyd and Mayweather and Manny. Right now, who you think will win?
I don't know. That'll be a really good fight. I think Manny, because he's been more active. You know, he's been more active. But Mayweather's Mayweather. You know, he's always good. He stays in shape. Takes care of himself, but he'll get an awesome fight.
You have to go with Manny though, right?
Yep.
You have to go with Manny. He's been
of course.
And Floyd's last two fights weren't really pro fighters, you know what I'm saying? There was kickboxing
in China
and Conor McGregor, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely put your money on Manny.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. So the Mexican Rocky, huh?
Mexican Rocky. Trying to get that movie.
There it is.
Wasn't Rocky Mexican?
Which one?
Rocky was Mexican, wasn't he?
Oh, Italian.
You talking about Sly?
Oh man! All this time I've been watching that. Oh, I thought he was Mexican, man.
Hey, Daddy's choking too hard with you.
The intensity of Manny's training in his 40s has left Pacquiao's longtime trainer, Freddie Roach, in awe. Roach claims that Manny's current training regimen is just as intense as his 20s regimen. Additionally, he points out that Floyd seemed less eager in a competitive return due to his advanced age. Roach notes that Pacquiao looked terrific even in their last fight, and that his current form shows that he is still a threat to anyone in the ring.
A rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Can you see it happening fairly quickly?
I'm not sure because, Floyd walked out of the arena before the announcement of
on Saturday night.
Yeah. And I guess he didn't want to get called out by Manny. And he is 42 now, and he's older than Manny, and Manny's performance was unbelievable, and I think that's why he kind of snuck out of there a little bit early. But I mean, this is why we're really in the game right now, because we want that rematch. I want that rematch, because Manny had an injury last time, but after the 4th round, he said, "Freddie, I can't throw it anymore," and I said, "Just do the best you can." And I know we can do so much better in the rematch, and I know we can win that fight. And it's like what me and Manny both want badly, and we would love to get that.
Go back to the first fight. It was about 3 weeks before the bout, and you were in a sparring session. Manny tore his rotator cuff.
Yes.
Thurman, Pacquiao's former opponent, has openly recognized the power of Pacquiao's blows. Thurman acknowledged that he was taken aback by
10 seconds.
Manny's strength at the age of 40 after facing him in the ring. His blows were strong, crisp, and relentless, and they didn't feel like they came from an elderly boxer. Manny's strength, particularly at that age, is a testament to his fitness and unadulterated fighting spirit.
Pacquiao, it's weird. Danny felt like a big brick. Pacquiao felt like a little brick. Okay? Now, the weird part is Pacquiao's hands just felt heavy. After the fight, I constantly was thinking, why did his fist feel like a rock? You know? It was like awkward, right? I was like, why did his fist feel so hard in the fight? You know? I was like, it was a little awkward. You know, I don't really care about that stuff that much. I mean, I could handle it. It wasn't devastating. It didn't really feel like plaster, but it felt like something. It felt like a rock. So I thought, like, does he do certain training? Does he do certain, does he build up calluses? Does he have more dense bone density in his hands? Did they do some Asian stuff? What did they do? Who knows, right? And then looking at the picture, I was like, damn, you know what? Pacquiao wore them old school Mexican Reyes.
6, Manny Pacquiao still showcases the speed, precision, and sharp footwork that defined his prime. Recent training clips reveal a fighter who hasn't lost the qualities that made him a world champion in 8 weight divisions. Fans and analysts are amazed by how closely he resembles his peak form, reigniting the long-standing debate. Who holds the greater legacy, Pacquiao or Mayweather? While Mayweather boasts an unbeaten record and thrives on self-promotion and luxury, Pacquiao lets his achievements speak. His willingness to take risks and challenge champions across multiple divisions contrasts with Mayweather's more calculated path. Pacquiao's resume reflects a career built on taking on all comers, adding depth to his legendary status. This enduring contrast fuels ongoing debates among boxing fans, making their rivalry as compelling now as it was in their fighting days.
Who has the best accomplishment, Floyd or Manny Pacquiao? The 8 divisions versus the 50-0, beating 23 world champions. You guys know which way I go. I like Floyd a whole lot more, but I gotta respect Manny Pacquiao's the greatest boxer of all time. 8 divisions is the greatest feat. I don't think you could do anything greater than becoming an 8 division champion. I say 8 divisions better than the 50-0 because you could pick your way to that eventually. 50-0 is really not that impressive. It's really the 23 world champions. And the thing about that is that a lot of them are former. When you become an 8 division champion, that means you're fighting active champions or you're fighting for vacant titles for guys who probably would have been champion. I think Floyd has a great resume. He's my number 2 all time. I think he has amazing champions on his resume. I don't think he just cherry-picked and ducked his whole career. But if you fight a fighter in Sergey Kovalev in 2025, that is considered a champion, former world champion, and it will go on your resume as a champion. Same as if you fought Mike Tyson in 2025. You beat a world champion. That's why with Floyd, you really got to go back and look at the names and see where they were at. Like I said, amazing feat nonetheless. It's still hard to beat 23 world champions. Not saying all of them were just over the hill, but 8 divisions is something I truly believe we will never see.
George Kambosos Jr., a current fighter, recently hailed Pacquiao's comeback, stating that the boxing community needs leaders like him. Kambosos claims that he called Manny a living legend and was thrilled about the impending exhibition bout with Mario Barrios. Even at this point in his life, Pacquiao's return has the potential to revolutionize the sport. It is not merely sentimental.
It's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and, you know, try his best. That's what Manny, one thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time though. Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on.
Floyd Mayweather has expressed his thoughts on Manny's comeback, speculating that it is driven by money. He claims that he might act similarly if he were Pacquiao.
We have a chance to have a rematch.
Of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely. Absolutely I will.
I can say that more action than compared to the first one, because the first one, you know, we know the fact that I have injury in my shoulders.
There's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather.
He's older than me.
You know, when we talk about Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. Where Manny had a great career, but boxing retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing.
I'm still young, so what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get 8 different weight division is not...
Now, Floyd believes that Pacquiao is pursuing another fight because he wants to earn
Day one. Marvin. Good.
one last huge paycheck. It's more about business than retaliation or rivalry.
Pacquiao hasn't, like, he hasn't been a pro in a minute, and you're coming back to fight someone for a belt. Barrios technically should win, but this isn't fair. Like, we could have had Brian Norman Jr. versus Barrios, but we're getting Manny Pacquiao versus Barrios. I don't think anyone wants to see that. Manny Pacquiao is past his prime. He's not in his fighting years no more. And then can't he make 147? And then you're letting him fight for the belt. That doesn't make any type of sense. And then if he beats Barrios, let's say hypothetically he beats him, is he gonna unify? Cause Boots, that's sitting in the lamb to the slaughter. Brian Norman, that's sitting on the lamb to slaughter. Like, this doesn't make no sense. These young fighters, like, they can really hurt Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao couldn't even handle Ugas. Like, just think about how this is all playing out. It doesn't make sense. This fight shouldn't be made. Like, there's other fighters that Barrios can fight. Like, he could try to fight Boots, because I think unification is Trump mandatories. Or there's I would have to look into the weight division for. Oh, he could fight Rohan. There's other fighters you can fight besides Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao.
Speaking of Mayweather. Fam, do you see they're doing the Pacquiao rematch?
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say
This
that, bro.
guy-
I was
bro.
about to say that. They announced it, and all the
In
fans
the
were like,
weirdest way, bro. It's like, yo, they didn't even know. It's like they didn't know if they actually meant to announce it or not.
this is
Or
what I'm
like
saying.
that fight's actually happening.
I heard in the comments that they announced it in like Chinese or something before, and then the
It
crowd
was
went
in, like,
crazy.
Japan, right, or
Yeah, like in their
Oh.
language they announced it, and then they went crazy, and then they did it in English, and then like that was with silence.
That makes sense because yo, Manny Pacquiao said it's like no one cared. I was like, bro, are we like hearing
Like,
the same thing? From
people
like,
are
the
say-
man just said he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, and no one cared. Everyone's like, okay, like hand over the mic, dog. Like, like bro, it's
People are
like
saying
massive.
that. They're saying that, or they're saying, oh, like where they were, it's like culture to not like make noise during stuff like
Nah,
this.
bro,
Like, it's a
you know the
respectful thing.
fans that Manny Pacquiao has and stuff, bro. If he's announcing that fight, you know these guys are going.